to show you how to create your Hawker Grove logo. You'll be using the following image to recreate the Hawker Grove logo using the magnetic selection tool, shape tools, etc. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is save this image to your digital media folder on your desktop. To do that, you're going to click with 2 fingers and hit Save Image As. You're going to go to your digital media folder under Illustrator and save it as Hawker Grove logo. Then hit Save. Then you'll need to open up Photoshop and create a new document with the following settings. So I'm going to open up Photoshop and hit Create New. You need to save it as your name, Hawker Grove logo. Your units need to be inches, your width needs to be 10, your height needs to be 10, and you need 72 pixels per inch. Once your screen looks like mine, you can hit Create. Once your artboard loads, you're going to go to File, Open, and find the image of the Hawker Grove logo to open it up. This will actually open up a second artboard. So I have my first artboard. I'm going to go to File, Open, find my eagle, hit Open, and it opened up a separate file. You can tell because it has Hawker Grove logo up here and Flagger Hawker Grove logo on 2 separate boards. Then we're going to use the magnetic selection tool to outline the eagle only, so the silhouette of the eagle. The magnetic lasso tool is the 3rd tool down and it is hidden under the lasso tool. So you need to click and hold that lasso tool to get the magnetic lasso tool to appear. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. And we're going to go around the eagle to get the silhouette of the eagle. I'm going to start out on the tip of this wing over here, and I'm going to click. Now the magnetic lasso tool is awesome. I am not even clicking anything right now, and it automatically knows where that line is going. If I get to a point where it's a little bit of an awkward point, what I can do is actually click to ensure that that point will be selected on my line. Otherwise, I'm just letting the magnetic lasso tool do all the work, following along with the line of the silhouette of the eagle. If I mess up, I can always hit the delete button or backspace to get that point where I need it to be. So I'm just going to go along, and I'm going to move a little bit quicker for the sake of time. You guys are trying to get this as close to the line as possible to get that outline as accurate as you can. I'm moving a little bit quicker just so this tutorial video isn't forever long. But for some of mine, I would probably want to go back. Like for that, I definitely would need to hit that delete button to backspace to make sure that that line is going right up on the outline of this eagle. And I'm clicking on those awkward points that turn around just to make sure that that line gets there. Now, once I get back to my starting point, a little circle will appear on my magnetic lasso tool. That is how I know that my shape is ready to be closed out. So once I'm done, I actually need to go back to the first point of that I started with to close out my magnetic lasso tool. Once I do that, you can see little, I like to call them marching ants, but that line is now moving around my eagle. So I connected my lasso tool to close the shape. A circle will appear, which I just showed you guys. Now I'm going to use the selection tool to click and drag the image of the eagle from its current workspace to the one I labeled my name, Hawker Grove logo. So what this means, I'm actually going to use the move tool to do this. So if I go over my eagle, I can now see a little scissors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click and drag. I am not unclicking yet. I'm still not unclicking, still not unclicking. I'm going to drag it over to this other artboard. I have still not unclicked. I'm going to drag it down to this artboard, and then release my mouse. If this pops up, I'm going to hit OK because I want to use that image. And then my eagle will appear on my new artboard that I just made. So I just completed step number 6. Now, step number 7. Using layers, shapes, and text, I can begin to create my own version of the Hawker Grove logo. So if I scroll back up, I can see what the Hawker Grove logo is now, and we will be using this eagle that we just cut out. However, I can use other shapes and text to recreate this Hawker Grove logo. So again, the shapes are located underneath of this path selection tool. You can click and hold that to bring out the other shapes. So you could use the ellipse shape and use the different properties to maybe change the colors. I can change the stroke. I can change the stroke outline. I can change how thick the stroke is on that. Using my layers, I can move these to be where they need to be. So I can move one in front of the other if I want to. I'm going to use my move tool to move these around. And I can even use this text tool, the horizontal type tool, to maybe type out Hawker Grove. I can change the color of this up here. And I can also change the font up here as well. So you guys can play around with the font to create your own Hawker Grove logo.